the streets of San Francisco. A Quinn Martin production, starring Carl Malden. Also starring Michael Douglas. With guest stars Vera Miles, Darlene Carr, Deirdre Lenahan, Paula Kelly. Special guest star Michael Parks. Tonight's episode, Men Will Die.
They lost. How did they ever let you become a detective? You read like an open book.
Oh, yeah? Well, that just goes to show you they won. Yeah, take a look. 49ers take it in the last minute with a field goal. They just didn't win by enough, that's all. What are you going to do today?
This morning, as little as possible, followed by an afternoon of loafing. I'm on vacation, remember? You expecting someone?
Yeah, Steve. Oh, but he's early. He said he was going to pick me up this morning.
No. I'll get it. You eat. I cook hot eggs for a reason. Okay, Steve, I'm coming. Nancy. Nancy, what happened? Dad?
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Put her over here. I'll get a blanket.
Come on, honey.
I'm all right.
Nancy, what happened?
Oh, I couldn't stay home any longer. I couldn't sleep. So I tried some walking. I think it rained. Gene, they grabbed me. They just grabbed me.
Put this around her. Here, come on. Put this around you. That's it. Now, what happened?
Nancy, who grabbed you?
2 men. I was staying late at the shop. I was just closing up when they came in. And they raped me. Both of them.
I'll get a doctor.
Oh, please. I said I was all right.
Nancy, you should do something.
Oh, I don't want anyone to know about this. I couldn't even tell the policeman.
Policeman?
Yes. They caught one of them down the street. When they came back, I ran. I didn't ever want to see him again. I just want to forget about it.
Watch commander, please. Carlson, Lieutenant Stone. I'm checking on a guy that was picked up last night near
Point Street near Ghirardelli.
Point in Ghirardelli. There's a boutique there. Yeah, that's the one. They did? Well, don't let him go. There may be more to it than that. They're holding the man down at headquarters. They've got him booked for suspicion of burglary. Nancy, unless you go down there and identify them and press charges, there's no way they can book him for rape.
Unless I go down?
Yes.
I can't. I don't ever want to see him again.
Well, you may if they let him go. A man who gets away with rape once, he might do it again. Is that what you want?
No.
Nancy, there's nothing we can do for you unless you help us.
Okay.
Nancy, it'll be over soon. Dad says the identification only takes about 10 minutes.
Just can't go through with it. I'm sorry, Catherine, I just can't.
It's up to you, Linda. But you know that's what he's counting on. You're not showing up.
I tried to tell Bob that, but he just doesn't want me here. All the publicity and the embarrassment and...
Yours or his?
I know. He's wrong. If I were single, maybe, but I'm sorry, Miss White.
Miss Nancy Price, Mrs. Linda Denbo.
Well, you can scratch Denbo.
This is Miss Price.
They're ready for you in the lineup. That way, second door. What happened? She split?
Yeah, well, 2/3 of them don't make it this far. By the way, you better stick close to your friend. She looks like she might faint in the stretch.
She won't.
Yeah, well, good luck. By the time she's through, she'll feel like the criminal. And if she happened to bite the guy, he'll probably sue her for assault and battery. If she needs anyone to talk to, these people try to help.
Is she their lawyer?
Well, she takes some referrals, but Catherine Wyatt's her own woman.
Take your jackets off. Turn right. Left. Face front. Do you see him?
He's the third one in from the left.
Are you sure?
Yes. Remember his face. And that tattoo. Can I go now?
Come on, honey, I'll take you home.
Half the tattoos I ever saw were of snakes.
Well, maybe it was the way it was wrapped around the tree. Don't you remember something like this in a case last year?
This time in the morning, I don't even know where I was last year.
Al, about 6 months ago, there was a rape murder case. Someone described the tattoo. It was a snake wrapped around a tree. Does that ring a bell with you?
No. Let me check.
Who's this Nancy Price? Friend of the family or what?
No, it was Jeannie's roommate last year.
Golden Gate Park?
Could be. Yeah, it could be. Wait a minute. A Johnson, a Jackson.
Jensen, age 20, a student.
Jensen. That's it. I remember now. She was studying anthropology the same time Jeannie was.
June 8th, 2200. She died of internal injuries at the General Hospital.
You got any witnesses?
Mildred Parker. 2 suspects listed. One with a tattoo, a snake in a tree. On the right forearm, early 30s, 5'10", dark hair, 165 pounds.
Think it's the same man?
Yep. Let's ask Mildred Parker.
Nancy, you didn't sleep at all last night, and you know you've got to rest.
Oh, isn't it funny the way I always gotta pick on pigeons? They are so gentle and so dumb. Do you remember the one I brought back to the dorm, the crippled one?
Yeah, I always said you were for the birds.
Jane! What is it? The other man who attacked me, he's out there. I saw him. No. It's okay. Gene, he's following me. I saw him out there. He's following me.
Nancy.
No, he's coming.
I know it's difficult, but you've got to try and control yourself.
Gene, I saw him. Oh, please, he's out there. I think so. I think I saw him.
Yes, I wonder if you could help me.
If you don't want to see your doctor, or if you don't have one, we have a pretty good list.
Oh, I don't need a doctor. I just have some bruises and cuts.
Oh, no, honey. No, honey. What she means are tests, VD and pregnancy tests.
Oh. I'm not thinking. Oh, listen. It's all right. Listen, it
Took me months to come out of the fog. I was a basket case. I wouldn't even talk to my boyfriend, and I mean, he's a therapist.
I'm afraid of everything.
It goes away, Nancy. Slowly. But it goes. Then it's anger. Believe me, we've all been through it. That's why it's really good to talk about it.
Right.
Come on, I want you to meet some friends.
Do you have self-defense classes here?
Not yet, but we're going to. Meanwhile, get yourself something to protect yourself with, honey. I don't care what it is. A hat pin, a gun, a knife.
Carol's for more direct action, you see. But then she's the minority.
Not for long, sugar. Every time that phone rings, I grow by 1. Women's Assault Center, Carol speaking.
Did your friend sign the complaint?
Yes, but you were right. It wasn't easy for her.
Well, that's why we always let the rape victim decide for themselves.
Another THU.
Tears and a hang-up. Some of them can't talk about it for months.
How many calls do you get a day?
Oh, 10, 15.
Fanny pinchers, we don't count.
Well, that's good.
No, but seriously, you mind what I said? Protect yourself.
Well, we can't all end up carrying guns.
Each to his own device. You know how many rapes there were in this city last year? Almost 600. And 10,000 in the state. And that's just those the cops know about. There are 5 times that many here, unreported. And people wonder why I think we should arm ourselves.
All right, Carol, you've made your point. My point is, we are arming ourselves, but not with guns. With publicity and court appearances and rap sessions. Society let it happen. Now we have to educate society, but the right way.
Look, that was a long time ago. I really don't remember most of the details.
Miss Parker, please, it could be very important.
Remember anything, miss?
Okay, I was walking alongside the park. I heard a scream. These 2 men came running out. They split up. One ran past me, and he was laughing.
The one with the tattoo?
Yeah, that's all I can remember, really.
Was this the man?
No, I don't remember. He looks like everybody else who comes in this joint. sorry I can't help you, really.
So am I.
I have to teach you a lesson for the both of us. You're causing a lot of trouble going to the police like that. Now open the door. Do what I tell you. Open that door.
You're going to charge her with murder.
Murder? Mike, that's crazy.
The DA had no other choice.
But that man was trying to kill her.
We don't know that. And we don't know whether he was one of the men who raped her either.
Well, I do. I believe her. Dad, you know Nancy. You know she's not a killer.
The DA has a case. She shot the man in the back.
Because she was scared to death of him.
Well, the DA's theory is revenge.
What?
Revenge. She was upset by what happened the other night, disturbed enough to steal a gun, and angry enough to use it on the first man who got in her way.
Your DA doesn't just happen to be a man, does he?
Now, what do you mean by that?
In police terms, a male pig. How do you do, Lieutenant Stone? I'm Catherine Wyatt.
Yes, I know. My daughter told me all about you and your assault team.
Well, it's against assault, and it's not mine. We're all volunteers down at the center.
What can I do for you?
I represent Nancy Price, and I can get a motion for discovery from the DA, but you'd save me a trip if you'd authorize release of her arrest report.
I hope you can do as good a job defending her as you did getting her in trouble.
What do you mean by that?
According to Nancy's own statement, she got the idea for carrying the gun by talking to one of the women at the center.
That's not fair.
Well, we don't advise people to carry guns, Lieutenant. We also don't advise women to protect themselves. If they're attacked, they should turn the other cheek, right?
That's not what I said.
What are you saying? That we should call for help? That we should call a cop? We do, Lieutenant. Day after day, night after night, we ask for help from you, from the courts, from the jury. Do you know what we get? We get insufficient evidence. Victim had prior knowledge of the rapist. We get plea bargaining, 3-day suspended sentences. You don't really think that's the right answer, do you?
The answer is we protect ourselves.
And people can get hurt doing that.
Not people, Lieutenant. Men. And some men will die. But maybe a few more women will live.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes, now what is it?
Marlon's out. He made bail on breaking and entering.
You mean the rape count has been dismissed?
Yeah, that's right. Nancy's medical examination was inconclusive. No trace of semen. I think she must have taken a shower before she went to your house.
Oh, yes. How do you explain to a woman who has been brutalized and raped that she mustn't wash away the evidence? So now, the victim is the criminal, and the criminal is free to rape again I rest my case.
What happens to Nancy now?
Well, she could have argued justifiable homicide, but she can't anymore.
And Jack Marlin, what can you do to him?
Oh, they'll try him for breaking and entering.
That's not good enough, is it?
Jeannie, as far as the law is concerned...
The law? I'm concerned with justice for Nancy. And right now, I don't think the law is concerned with that at all. Would you like a ride?
Oh, no, thanks. I can grab a taxi. I'm just going back to the center.
I'd be glad to give you a lift.
All right.
I'd like to be of some help if I can.
Got anything on Caddison so far?
Yeah, he's unmarried. He's an auto salesman. Lives up in the Sunset District. Got a family back in New Jersey. Got an office about a half mile from the marina, so he had good reason to be down there.
Any priors?
No, and there's no connection with Jack Marlin either.
Nancy's no killer. Those two guys raped her, and we're gonna prove it.
Here's one that could fit Jack Marlin. Anonymous caller, about 6 months ago. Well, the man seems a little heavier, but the rest fits him like a glove.
Let me see. Early 30s, 5'10", dark. Tattoo on right forearm.
A snake in a tree.
That's him, it's got to be.
Came at me. I'd shake his rattlers.
Well, it's an anonymous report. Legally, we can't touch him.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe we ought to try something else. Are you game for a little street sheeting?
What's that?
Handbills, Jeannie. We hang him around wherever he works, plays, or lives. And if Nancy says it's okay, maybe we can scare that snake enough to keep him from ever trying it again.
Jack!
Been busy on up today, you know, a lot of...
And yesterday and the day before, some bridegroom you'll make.
Well, I was sick.
With a friend, I called your apartment.
Went to Vegas. You know, I was trying to pick up some quick money so we could have a nice honeymoon, you know, instead of, you know, Hawaii, maybe.
Did you have a good time?
No. Missed you. Wanna go to lunch?
Okay.
Come on.
What's the matter?
You have a girl on the side?
Oh, 2 or 3 of them.
I'm serious.
Well, about what?
Well, either you've got a jealous girlfriend on the side, or one of your friends sure has a strange sense of humor.
Who you been talking to?
I get these calls, you know, and the last time this girl called and said that she was with this group. An organization on assaults or something like that.
Where down?
Yeah, she said that I should beware of you and not let you get too near me.
Why's that?
Because you're a rapist.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Romeo. Phone for you.
Okay. Well, I hear about that.
Who is this?
How do you like it, rapist?
Who is it?
Just the voice of the people, baby, who want animals like you off the streets. Now, maybe we can't cage you, honey, but we plan to cut off your night calls.
Yeah, are you Mrs. Green?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Inspector Keller, San Francisco Police. Lieutenant Stone.
Well, I'm not trying to steal any of his junky stuff. I gotta store it. I gotta paint this bridal suite before I can run it.
Maybe look around?
Huh. It's just what you see, junk. So was Mr. Caddison. He drank a little, too.
You know him very well?
Hardly at all. Stayed a couple of weeks, paid the rent weekly like everyone else. Well, if you need me, I'll be downstairs.
Take a look at this.
Yes, Caddison, some Navy guys. Oh, wait a minute, wait. That's Merchant Marine.
They got tattoos on their arms, don't
Yeah,
they?
Marlon's not in that photo.
Well, maybe he was taking it. Can you make out the name of that ship?
Let's see, Santiago Dominion. Santiago Dominion.
Okay. Well, let's check out the Merchant Marine, shall we? Come on. There's another file I'd like to look into. Last night, Jeannie told me that at the assault center, there's a room filled with rape records we know nothing about.
Well, they're not gonna let us peep through the blinds without a warrant.
Well, that's why I'm sending you, Prince Charming. I want you to give him that nice, big, beautiful smile of yours.
Hello.
Hey, Jack, wake up, man. It's your bachelor party. You can cry later after you're married.
Oh, no, she ain't no lady.
Yeah, right. Listen, we got the whole patio reserved. Nothing but the best. Come on, we got the head table for you. Right at the head. You only get married once, or 3 or 4 times if you're lucky.
Party getting wild enough for you? Huh?
Who's been here?
Hey, this gal's really got you rattled. I
Who's been
guarantee
here?
you.
Who's been here?
Just the decorators. One of them left just before you guys came in. Hey, Jack, what's wrong? Wait.
Steve, I think I got the connection. Caddison and Marlin sailed together on the same ship 2 years ago.
Yeah, the Santiago Dominion.
That's right, the Santiago Dominion.
Well, that helps, but it doesn't say they raped together.
I know. I'll meet you in the office. Jeannie just phoned in. I'm going to stop by the house first.
Sorry I can't let you see any of the other files. If word got out, I'm afraid that phone would stop ringing.
Believe it or not, the police are on your side.
I never said they weren't. Here are the basic facts on that anonymous call. Don't ask for anything more without a subpoena.
Why don't they give their names? They afraid?
Or humiliated. A lot of them just called to talk to somebody about what happened to them. No offense, but you don't know what they've been through.
Well, I'm beginning to. No offense, but do you? I mean, I realize you're a female attorney. Does that give you some sort of copyright on the psychology of rape?
No, I had to learn the hard way, just like everyone else in this office. I'm sorry. I know you're not the enemy.
Thank you.
I've got my own list. At first, it was men in general. For a long time, I didn't think I would be able to relate to any man in a normal way. Now, I've narrowed it down to just one in general. He was about your age.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, we've all said that. But just so you will know, if I ever meet that young man again, he will not walk away unpunished. I didn't give Nancy Price a gun, but I know exactly how she felt. That's why I'm going to be with her in court tomorrow.
Where you going?
What do you want?
Where you going? What do you got in the box? Huh? What do you got in the box?
Let go of
What's
me.
the matter?
Let go of me.
You want to hurt something?
Oh.
Here, over here.
Just stay there. Don't move. Just don't move.
Who are you?
I'm her father.
Uh-huh.
Stay down there. And I'm a San Francisco police officer. Now, is that good enough for you? Now, you tell me what you were trying to do to her. Go on, tell me.
There. Right there. Her strange friends been passing those out all over town.
Well, it must hit close to home. Why are you so nervous?
It's a lie. Good enough for you? Father?
You got a lawsuit on your head. Come on. Keep moving. You got a lawsuit. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Go on. Doesn't anybody down at that woman's assault group know what they're doing? I thought you knew better than that. That woman, the lawyer, your friend, Catherine Wyatt, she calls herself a lawyer. She should know better than that.
Catherine doesn't know about this. Neither does anyone else at the group except Carol and me. And all we were trying to do is keep people like Jack Merlin from hurting someone else. Something no one else seems to be able to do.
The prosecution admits that Miss Price has no record of prior violence. And yet, suddenly, 3 days ago, unexplainably, she steals a gun and she uses it. Unexplainably, unless you accept the fact that she was terrified of the men who had attacked and raped her. She was afraid they would do it again. And when one of them tried, she used the gun to save herself. Your Honor, I submit Miss Price is the victim here. She would not and did not commit an act of murder.
Any further statement, Mr. Vitesky? Miss Wyatt, the facts also indicate that Charles Cattison had no record of violence. From the circumstances brought forth today, the court has no choice but to bind the suspect, Nancy Price, over for trial in the Superior Court for murder in the first degree.
My coat.
I'm sorry. It's so unfair.
Well, like death and taxes, it's to be expected.
Is it all right if we stay for a while? The doctor said she might come around. With a multiple concussion, it's hard to tell when. Catherine, you did everything you could.
Not everything.
Yeah, check it out. No, not tomorrow. Right now. Okay, let's go over it again. Merchant Marine record, coroner's report, everything.
Okay, here's the one report I could get out of the assault center. It was a rape in the park.
Golden Gate?
No, I know what you're thinking. Now, she called the assault center 2 days after the Jensen homicide. Now, the interesting thing is why she didn't give her name.
She was afraid the publicity would get her fired as a waitress?
Yeah, it was her job. That's what got me thinking about Mildred Parker, except she was a witness.
Maybe not. Maybe she was a victim.
Hi.
Hi.
How is she?
Holding her own.
Listen, I'm gonna go check on that witness.
No, stay, huh? Dad, I'm sorry about what I said. I should have known you've never given up on Nancy. You've never given up on anyone. Either of you. I hope you won't on me.
That's just not good enough, is it?
All right, I'm sorry about the handbills, too. I guess they were foolish. Well, I'll make a public confession. Is that what you want?
No. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I think maybe you could give us a helping hand. Sometimes it takes a woman to reach a woman.
Are you talking about Mildred Parker?
Yeah. We think she could help us on this Nancy case, but she just won't talk.
You've got female inspectors.
I know. I know, and they're all good cops, but we need someone who cares. And I think you really care.
Nancy, get that, will you?
Yeah. Hello?
May I speak with Mr. Marlin, please?
Who is this?
Just tell him it's someone from the organization to fight assault on
Who
women.
is it?
It's a woman, you know, from that group, the ones that have been calling.
Oh, yeah? Remember that. You want to talk to somebody, talk to my lawyer. Don't call it anymore, okay?
You raped and murdered a woman in the park last year, Mr. Marlin. I've got evidence to prove it.
You're nuts, all of you.
Last June, Golden Gate Park, remember? There were 2 of you. Only I've got you and an eyewitness.
I wasn't even here last June.
A life prison sentence, Mr. Marlin. That's what you'll get. Unless you're willing to make a trade.
Who's this?
I represent Nancy Price, and I'm willing to destroy the evidence I have against you if you will agree to my terms. If you're interested, I'll be in my office at 130 Bayside Drive, 6th floor. I'll wait an hour. If you're not here by then, I'll call the district attorney.
Nuts.
You called the assault center, didn't you? You wanted somebody to know what happened, somebody to talk to.
I don't want to talk about it now, please.
When you cried for help, somebody listened. Now there's another girl in the hospital because of what this man did to her. And she needs your help.
Okay, that's him, the filthy scum, and I wish he was dead.
Jack Marlin.
Come in, Mr. Marlin. The door is unlocked. I'm Catherine Wyatt. We spoke on the phone.
I know the voice. What do you want to talk about?
I told you.
I told you you're nuts.
I suppose that's why you got here so quickly.
That evidence?
First, the deal. I've typed up this statement that says that you and Charles Caddison attacked and raped Nancy Price.
Yeah, I know about that. You're crazy, aren't you?
No, you're crazy if you don't sign it. Conviction on rape gets you 3 years. Murder 1 buys your life, doesn't it?
Get this place bugged, huh?
For yourself. You know, you're lucky I care so much about my client. Frankly, I'd rather see you dead.
You're even crazy to say that. Where's the evidence? Where is it?
First, you sign the paper.
Do you know what I think? I think you're bluffing. That's what I think. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Huh? You know what I'm gonna do?
In the file cabinet, top drawer.
What's that?
Behind you in the file cabinet. The other one.
You lose.
No, Mr. Marlin, you lose. You've got your fingerprints all over this office. On the lamp, on the picture, on the file cabinets. All I have to do is crack that door window, and the police will believe that you broke in here. And when you attacked me, I had to protect myself.
I'm not gonna touch you. I wouldn't attack you. Sit down, talk about it, okay? Wouldn't touch you.
I wish you'd tried. Why don't you scream, Mr. Marlin? Why don't you scream like Nancy did? Scream for me. Like that little girl screamed in Golden Gate Park when you jumped on her and raped her. You did, didn't you? You raped them all.
Yeah.
But you'll never do it again, will you?
All right, just put it down. I said put it down.
Miss Wyatt, please. Please put it down. He'll be punished, I promise you.
Trying to kill me.
Oh, yeah, and what were you gonna do to her, huh?
Nothing. She wanted me to sign this thing about raping something.
You shut up, will you?
Easy.
Just shut up.
Mike, easy.
Oh, we've got you, mister. We've got you for murder. All right, get him out of here.
Let's go.
He's right, you know. I did want to kill him. After 18 years as a lawyer, I wanted to see him dead.
And we talked to Judge Collier in chambers. He's going to dismiss the complaint. Nancy, do you understand? It's over.
Nancy, you'll see her.
Dad,
Yes.
I'd like to stay with her for a while.
Well, just give me a call and I'll pick you up.
It might be late.
Anytime at all. You call and I'll be there.
I wish it were that easy. Afraid it won't be over for Nancy for quite a long while.
Oh, I'm sure you and your friends can help. I really don't think of anybody that's more qualified.
Well, thank you. Would you like to back that emotional support with a little cash donation?
Sure, I'm ready.
Can we drop you off anywhere?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm on my way downtown. I have another Nancy Price to meet in Department 23. See you in court, gentlemen.
Huh? There's a lady, huh?
Yeah. And I'm afraid she's right, too. If the courts don't do anything about those guys who rape, the victims will.
Well, times are changing. So are the women, Mike.
I'll tell you one thing that's changed. My Jeannie. She's not a girl anymore. She's a woman.
Yeah. She's not gonna let you forget about it.
What a way to grow up.